Welcome back. Derby Panthers boys basketball team one win away from back-to-back state tournament appearances. There was a time, though, not too long ago when one of the Panthers' starting guards was told that he would never be able to play basketball again. I want to bring in KSN's Jason Lamb now to tell us more about this remarkable story, Jason.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, Jack Ulwelling is a junior 2 guard who can also run the point. He's a perfect team guy. I mean, this guy can shoot it, he can drive it, he can dribble it, dish it, and he's a clutch player. The fact that he's playing at all defies what he was told just 3 years ago.
Not long ago, Jack Ulwelling was given the worst news.
Yes, I had a very slim chance of me ever being able to play contact sports again.
That's what a doctor told him after he suffered an accident in 8th grade PE class at Derby North.
Something happened and I just found out the femoral thing in my hip had been broken and that I needed surgery on it.
Derby varsity head basketball coach Brett Flory visited the 8th grader not too long after he had surgery.
And when things were looking pretty bleak, just to try to kind of, help his spirits a little bit. And I never really had, we'd had him at camps and stuff like that, but I'd never really been one-on-one with him like that before. And, right as soon as I walked in, it was pretty obvious his mind was on, I'm going to get through this and I'm going to play for you in high school. And so I knew we had a special kid on our hands right there.
At first I looked at it as, him telling me the truth. And as a doctor, that's what I want to hear. I don't want him to tell me something that's not real. So I obviously had to take it as a hit. And then from there on, I did everything that the doctors told me to and helped me get back and just staying and having a positive mindset about it. I knew I was going to play again.
We all remember being in 8th grade and imagine being told that when sports have been your life and you've been raised in a sports family the way he had. It'd be absolutely devastating and, and could send a lot of kids probably into a spiral. But Jack's response is just pretty typical Jack in that, no, you're not going to beat me.
Ulwelling played on the freshman team and JV as a freshman, and he made the varsity as a sophomore. He played a lot last year coming off the bench. His most heroic moment came in last year's sub-state final at Washburn Rural in the final seconds of the 4th overtime.
We had set up kind of a double stagger screen for Kaysen. He comes off of those, they jump Kaysen, leave Jack, and Kaysen trusts him to throw a sophomore the ball with his entire career on the line. And not surprising to many, Jack came through.
That shot sent the Panthers to state. They can return to state if they can beat crosstown rivals Campus on Saturday.
Not yet. The job's not finished. As a team, we battled through some stuff. We really came together as a family, started playing very well these past few games, and still got to finish the job.
Now, Derby's come on lately. They've won 9 of their last 10, so they're now 14-7. Derby split a pair of games with Campus during the regular season. In Derby's win over Campus at home on February 13th, Ulwelling led his team with 21 points.
What a great story, and what a great mindset that he has.
Yeah.
A doctor says that's not going to happen, and he's like, no, it is going to happen.
It is.
And look at him proving
He's
him wrong
a
there.
heck of a competitor.
Yeah, that's great stuff. All right, Jason, thanks.
Yep.
We'll be right back.